The 80s were really bad years for freezes. I don't know how I made it, but we froze out 8 out of the 10 first years that I farmed. We lost everything. We've had a lot of challenges, and weather is one of the big ones. We've got hurricanes, we've got tornadoes, we've got droughts, we've got floods. And, you know, I've gone through rain events that get 18 inches in 24 hours, and somehow or another we survived. My earliest recollection of farming was helping my father plant an orange grove in 1954. My name is Jim Alderman. I farm here in eastern Palm Beach County. We pick and pack what we grow and sell under our label of Alderman Farms.
There's no doubt he's probably by far the hardest working man I know.
One of the names that I've always heard growing up in agriculture was Alderman Farms. I grew up a little further north of here, but even, you know, with him being down in Palm Beach County, it was a name that coincided with agriculture in South Florida.
We started in 1979, started a small U-pick operation and road market, and grew strawberries and tomatoes. And I knew that I could never compete with the big tomato growers and pepper growers. The opportunity arose in agriculture and farming, and I thought I wanted to farm. I like to grow things. It's a passion.
There's several things that I'm proud of my dad of that he's accomplished in his life, starting with such a small operation, going up against most farmers that had large operations, and being able to survive now when seeing most of the other guys go by the wayside.
He's not someone who inherited what he has. He started from the ground up. He started with a U-pick and a tractor and has faced a lot of challenges, overcome those challenges.
Jimmy came along in our business 20 years ago after he got out of school at Florida Southern, and we started an organic program.
Spent a lifetime developing the farming operation that we have now. We really look forward to Mike's sons, his grandsons, hopefully one day taking over. Hopefully we'll have a future for them to keep farming and for their kids to be able to come out and enjoy what we do, watching the crops and seeing the reaping the harvest of hard work.
There's not a challenge a month or a challenge a week. It's a daily challenge. I mean, we're a stone's throw from a 6-lane highway where we're standing. There's rooftops in the other distance. It's increasingly challenging to be an urban farmer is basically what a lot of these farms have to deal with.
He's always found a way to make ends meet, as hard as it was. Always had a way to was innovative with the crops he grew to the packages that he put them in, the designs and the unique ways of doing things that always gave him a little niche and a step above everybody else.
It's a future that we have. We could have been road builders, I suppose, but we chose agriculture, and we're going to stay in agriculture. And I don't know if it's genetic or what, but we're here and we're here to stay.
One of the earliest memories I have of my father is riding on his lap while he was betting on a high crop 856 International. And I don't know if he remembers this, but I sure do, like it was yesterday. Dad always wanted to get that extra foot in on every bed. So I'd wait till the last second before he would crank that brake and roll that tractor off that berm and flip around and do a 180 and back down the other way he went.
He's someone who is willing to speak out on behalf of not only his farm, but other farms and ranches in the area as well.
You know, as a kid, he'd still make the ball games and whatnot, but he was gone before he got up for school. And most of the times he wouldn't be back until you wouldn't even see him come home. And you can kind of tell he's still out here every day at 78 years old. I don't think he's ever missed a day.
Farm Bureau is one of the best lobbying organizations that we have, farmers have. It's kind of like farming. Plant a seed, and it might be 2 years before that seed germinates. But we've got to keep planting the seed so we get in their minds, and things in Washington don't happen very fast. But if you plant enough seeds, something's going to germinate, and your idea will be recognized, and something's going to happen.
He has traveled to Washington, D.C. to testify before the Ag Committee on behalf of farmers. He visits Tallahassee to meet with our legislators there. He has really embraced anything that Farm Bureau has asked him to do to be a voice of agriculture.
Mr. Alderman had extended the offer to say, anytime you need me in Washington, let me know. And I remember calling him up and saying, hey, you remember you offered this, I'm ready to take you up on it. And so we, along with 3 other farmers, spent two to 3 days walking around the Hill having conversations about Florida farmers and their labor challenges.
Getting this award, this Farmer of the Year Award for 2025, has a tremendous effect on me, my family, our farm. I think every farmer in the state of Florida should be nominated and get this award. They're all deserving.
And I think it is absolutely amazing that they would nominate and then him become the Florida Farmer of the Year. It is a great honor, this award, and we're just so lucky that my dad was being able to be the recipient of this award. It means a lot to all our family and our friends.
To see him getting more involved, to see him getting this type of recognition, really is exciting to see, because I can't think of anybody more deserving.
I'm just very thankful to be here today because of all the ups and downs in my life and medical problems. And Farm Bureau has been, there's no other organization as good as Farm Bureau anywhere. So I want to thank them very much for all the things that they do. I also would like to thank my wife for all her contributions to our organization. She's not physically on the farm. She always signs those loan documents when I bring them home. She helped make our mortgage payment. She's been a big help to our organization. She stands behind us in everything she does.